Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso at thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this, any watch you see on the channel, and any watch you see on our website. Reach out to me directly, tmosso at thewatchbox.com. And today we're discussing the Oris Divers 65 steel bronze. As the name suggests, it is steel and bronze, 40 millimeters in diameter by 12.9 millimeters thick by 48.3 millimeters lug-to-lug with a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. Throwing it quickly on my wrist, 16 centimeters circumference, you can see it has the look of a vintage watch, as it's designed to evoke a 1965 reference created by Oris, and it does that in several respects. Reasonable size being the first. The timepiece wears easily on a wrist as small as 13.5 centimeters circumference. Now, do a quick thickness shot. You can see it'll actually slip underneath the cuff. This could be your dress watch. Now jump into the strap. It's designed to evoke the 1960s, as we have that tropic style with the serrated edge, the crosshatch pattern embossed on the top, those diamond-shaped perforations with little hollows on the underside to more easily vent the wrist on a hot day. A brand new Oris factory strap. Note Oris uses pull-tab spring bars underneath, so you can remove the strap without resort to tools. A simple, satin-finished Oris steel pin buckle. Let's take a look at the case. As with many vintage watches, the mid-case is exceptionally slim. Satin-finished hoods, polished flank, and the watch has a bronze bezel with a anodized aluminum insert. It is a unidirectional winder. It is 120 click. Let's have a listen. It is a very sharp detent. Now you can see that bezel, which sounds like a swarm of angry hornets, flanks a dramatically cambered and domed sapphire. This is designed to evoke the vintage plexiglass, but without the scratch susceptibility of the vintage plexiglass. Line up the luminescent index with the minute hand, and you have an impromptu 0 to 60 minute count up timer. I prefer dive bezels to chronographs because they're easier to read. Rose gold plated hands and indices with a lovely ecru simulated or fauxtina. It's a handsome color coordinated tone that nicely sets off the bronze of the bezel. Now the dial itself is a lovely gloss green, and there is a date down at 6 o'clock. The timepiece, as you can see, 100 meters water resistant. It is a dive watch. It meets the standards, and it has a Sellita SW200 base movement inside the case. 26 joules, bidirectional automatic winding, 38-hour power reserve. It beats away at 28,800 vibrations per hour, and it features both a quick set and a hacking seconds function. It is basically a Sellita version of the immortal ETA 28242, which means it is both accurate and tough, and I'll add another virtue, universally serviceable absolutely everywhere by everyone. This watch has got it going on. Time tested. This is a look that stood firm and essentially stood the rigors of age since 1965. It will look just as good in 2065. Email tmosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details. And we're back with the Oris Divers 65. Note the lumen seconds hand, a feature every dive watch should have, as well as the subtle difference in luminous intensity relative to the dial with its ecru lume. You can see the hands and the bezel pop in comparison, the better to tell them apart when diving.